got a lot of people sleep. You know what I'm saying? I got my guys in here getting it. We are getting it in. So I'm going to keep my Barry White monotone voice as we teach today. As we teach today. And y'all know I love teaching. Y'all know I love teaching. What's up, family? What's up, family? How y'all doing? Supreme Risings. Happy 2026, the year of the horse. Let's go. The year of the horse. As you come into the live stream, make sure you click the thumbs up at the top. Make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you also turn that notification bell on, because as I travel and move around and love and hug and heal and preach and teach on people all across the nation, sometimes I randomly go live on my YouTube. So therefore, you guys should be aware and you should just join in, show some love. What's happening? Yo, Patrice, I got a comedy show coming. We didn't put up the comedy show, so we got a virtual comedy show we finna kick off. We finna kick off on the virtual comedy show, because what I realized, every time you all of these comedy events, they kind of cut your mic, so they don't allow you to talk about what you really want to talk about. So it is official, March 13th, 8 p.m. Pacific time. It's going to be a live stream. It's going to be amazing. We're going to be selling tickets. It's going to be basically live streamed all over, not just Zoom, not just YouTube. It's going to be all over, and I'm extremely excited. I'm extremely excited. We like going back to the COVID days. We're going back to the COVID days. So imagine the name of the actual comedy event is called Unk Status. Welcome to level 47. Oh, my Achilles is amazing, Sean. My Achilles is amazing. I'm back driving already. I'm back driving. I'm back walking. I'm back gym. I'm not doing anything like crazy to like extend like any type of danger. I'm writing the ABCs with my ankle maybe 20 times a day. I'm doing probably 30 to 40 like calf raises a day on it. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like rehabbing it. I'm doing what's right, you know. The only thing I really deal with is like when I get home, I'm like always playing with my girls. So I'm like always moving around without my boot. So it swells up on me. So other than that, I'm in zero pain. It's just tight. So now I know I have to like stretch it out, you know. So it's just tight right behind that ankle part. So where you kind of like, when you walk like this, I've been walking flat-footed like this since it happened. So now I got to train the foot to kind of like do like that again. So that's why you do your ABCs, you know what I'm saying, to strengthen your ligaments and tendons. But that's my recovery. That's my recovery. How y'all doing? He said, yeah, write it down. And you know what's so crazy about that date, March the 13th? It is on a Friday, and on top of that, it is the second Friday the 13th in 2026. What I just said. It is the second Friday the 13th in 2026. Stop playing with me. Yo, Claudia, good morning. Valerie, good morning. Supreme Rising, Christina, Supreme Rising. Who else we got in the building? Caroline, what up, Caroline? Yeah, what is that? Is that Talia? Am I saying your name right, Miss Barkley? Am I saying your name right? Supreme Rising, Miss Barkley. Megan, what's up, beautiful? My guy Sean, what's happening? Coach Ja, what's popping? We got my homie Pharrell in here, what's popping? Yeah, we got a crowd. What's happening? What up, Mike? What's happening? Y'all put some 8s in the chat. How's your knee, Patrice? Got my boy Nick, Wealthy Risings. What's popping, family? So as y'all know, every time I'm on the road, if you're brand new, make sure you click the thumbs up. Make sure you like the live, share the live, cut the notification bell on. Let me tell you, man, I'm feeling absolutely amazing knowing that the year of the horse is kicking off right now. And pardon my French, but if you know me, I'm ready to ride down on motherfuckers right now. I'm ready to ride down like Riley on Boondocks. I'm ready to take care of him right now, Granddad. I'm ready to get him right now, Granddad. I'm ready to saddle up and go. So today I said, you know what we're going to do today? We're going to go back to the basics in 2026, but because before you straddle up, you got to properly prepare. Now, what are we straddling up for? We need to be learning how to find really, really good trades. Can we put some fire in the chat if you understand what I just said? What are you trying to ride for in 2026? You better be riding to the destination where you learn how to find really, really good trades in a volatile market. I think that is something worth straddling up and preparing a horse. Jumping on a really good horse. Jumping on a really good horse and start attacking generational curses, things that are literally attached to you that got you literally hindering, got you having anxiety when you're in drawdowns, got you emotionally all fucked up because you're working really, really hard and you ain't really getting nowhere. If you ain't never been in one of my class, welcome to Wick Talk. Not only do we keep it truth, not only do we keep it factual, not only do I show you facts, figures, and numbers, but I'm actually the #1 digital educator in North America because I teach you how to fish in the foreign exchange market versus just giving you fishes. So this is not for Discord. I'm not selling you shit. I have a skill set that a lot of individuals would like to have, and I like to show that I have that skill set and teach you how I see what I see, because I trade what I see. Put some fire in the chat. Put some fire in the chat. So here we go. When I'm not at home, I turn my screen around and we use my iPad. And what we normally be doing is dancing in the foreign exchange market. We are normally dancing in the foreign exchange market. So this has not been touched since the last class I've done. And just to do a recap on gold, imagine if we just go right there. We just go right there. Look at the date. That's Thursday. Thursday, February the 12th. Thursday, February the 12th, I believe most guys were probably running around at the last minute trying to find something for Valentine's Day for their lady. Put some eights in the chat. And on that day, Thursday, last Thursday, at 2 o'clock p.m., gold went from $5,076 an ounce all the way down to what? Look at this. $4,879 an ounce. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. So people start saying, so Mr. Holistic, what does that mean? If that looks like Greek to you, then that is a language you should want to understand. Because that is literally saying, if you're living from check to check and you're struggling, but you're doing right, you're working every day, you're praying, you're doing, you're honest, you're eating good, you're just trying to really level up, you're just waiting for a proper opportunity. That's the opportunity. But you got to be aware. You got to be aware that the price of gold was dropping. So you got to be around a community that is consistently talking about things like this, because things like this allows you to go to work with a smile on your face because you know you got that extra. And not only do you got that extra, but you got enough stashed up to be able to handle whatever's to come. Because most people's biggest fear is not being able to financially provide when some real shit kick off again because they got fucked up during COVID. What up, Brody? Put some eights in the chat if I'm correct. Pardon my French. If you got messed up in COVID, meaning you lost your job, you were sitting at home, you wasn't producing income, you got your stimulus, but the stimulus wasn't enough. So you start trying to figure shit out. You're like, man, I got to figure something out. I'm on my own now. I can't just sit here. So people got online and started saying, how can I make money from my phone? How can I make money online? And day trading popped up, crypto popped up. And this is where most people started investing into Bitcoin in 2020, 2021, 2022. You look at some of your biggest influencers right now till date that are showing you day trading. They only started in 2020, 2021. facts. This is facts. And then because people had platforms already, they were able to blast off a lot faster. That's why I'm able to blast off a lot faster than most individuals who are even better traders than me. For the simple fact, I have a platform to show that I have the skill. Most individuals who have the skill, they don't have a platform. So they have to go pay somebody to show that he knows how to trade. But all of your followers are fake. So you don't have no proper, real, true engagement. One from organicness, I'm telling you, I come from transparency. So I say, yo, let me teach you versus sell you courses. Let me teach you versus sell you courses, and that will build my following up because people start seeing that I'm transparent because I'm showing you what I do. This is the facts. So let's get into it. We're going to delete the charts. We're going to walk through the charts. And then if you guys have any questions about the chart, you guys can ask these questions in the chat. Don't feel like there's a stupid question. There's no such thing as a stupid question when you do not understand. Let me say this again. This is a 1% success rate skill set. So don't feel like you have a question and you feel like it's stupid because you don't know it. There's not a such thing as a stupid question when you do not understand. Whatever you do not understand, ask, and I will make sure I get there and make it clear for you. Simple as that. Let's go. Deleting the chart. So none of this really matters anymore. None of that really matters. Boom. If somebody's been watching me, last week I taught you guys how to do a top-down analysis, meaning where do you start when you're day trading? If I'm looking for a really good setup, where do I start? Where do I start? Somebody type it in the chat. Please type it in the chat. Where do we start? This is a weekly chart. You want to go to the weekly. Then you want to take the highest high of the week and you want to take the lowest low of the week. Whatever that chart may be. All you got to do is just do like this. And if you put it down here and put it up here, it's like, that's too far. You're not going to get no actions in there. But what I do know, if this is this week, that red candle showing that it's bearish this week, look at this. This is a weekly chart. Let's make it big for everybody can see. Let me get my... Everybody can see that. Let's zoom into it. There she goes. So that lets me know 3 weeks ago. This is this week. So this is last week, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. You understand that? Put the mates in the chat if you understand that. We starting at the weekly. So if I just look 3 weeks back on gold, it lets me know that thing went all the way up here and came all the way down here. And now she back sitting right here in the middle. Can we put some 8s in the chat if you can understand that? Price came all the way up here. Then price came all the way back down here. And now, within the last 2 weeks, price has been sitting right here, confused as hell. So let me tell y'all, for those who have been losing their ass while trading gold, the reason why you losing your ass, because for the last 2 weeks, she ain't really went nowhere. You understand that? Put some fire in the chat if you understand that now. You're like, what the fuck, man? I'm like, I'm buying, man. She's dropping. When I start selling, man, she's going up. Like, what the hell? I don't understand. For 2 weeks, she's moving sideways. But she has nice little 100 pip, 200 pip movements. So you're literally jumping in like double Dutch, like not up. You're not doing this. You're just seeing something and you're jumping into it. Because you go by the week and you go, yo, whoa, watch this. If I go by the week and I do a proper top-down analysis, meaning I'm going to take my horizontal line and I'm going to get the highest high, boom, which would be my roof. It is my weekly roof. Bang, buy out. Y'all can see it. Bang. Let me go get my weekly floor right here. You see? Boom. That's like the highest of the high and the lowest of the lowest right there. 4,407, 5,598. That's in the last 3 weeks. And right now, the price of gold is $4,936 an ounce. So she's sitting right there in the middle. Put an amen in the chat if that just made it so much clear. But don't nobody really trade on the week unless you're trying to find a really good position. If you're trying to find a really good position for a weekly trade, you're going to be looking only on the weekly chart where the next buyers are at, which is like up in here. You see? You see that? Because that's your trend that is keeping. You see the trend? That's the trend that is keeping. So if I put a trend right here and I go, yo, that's the trend that she keeping right there. Buy out. That's the trend. Boom. This is weeks. Weeks she's following that trend. She came out, closed back up here. So imagine she got to come retest that trend. So like I said, looking at a weekly, a position trader is going to position himself right here. And why right there? For the simple fact, that's where the last big buying action happened. You see? Right there. So 46.90, 46.93. That's like a weekly position if you saw that price. That's a weekly position if you saw that price. Put some eights in the chat if you understand what I'm telling you. Now, if this is something you don't get yet because you're still brand new, let me tell you, this is why you should be in the community learning this language, because what I only showed you was how to find support and resistance on the week, find the trend of the week, and where it will next reject from the trend. That's all I did. And that is like ABC 1, 2, 3 in day trading. But this is position trading because you're on a weekly chart, meaning each one of those candles represent a weekly 7 days. Boom, boom. And in this weekly candle, we have 3 days and 10 hours left in that particular candle. So anything can happen in the next 3 days. Put some eights in the chat if you start understanding. You should be clicking that thumbs up if there's only 47 thumbs up and 117 beautiful people in here. And if you just don't know how to click the thumbs up, I guarantee you know how to click that buy. I know you know how to click that sell button. Figure it out. Figure it out. So let's get back into it. Let's get back into it. So that's a weekly position, but we don't care about that. We don't care about that right now. We're day traders. We are day traders. So what do I do as a day trader? Boom. I go to the day. Bang. Give me the day. Daily. Look at the daily. The daily is in consolidation. This whole movement here is caused. Let me get my pen. This whole movement here, look at this, buyout, is caused by that doji candle right there. You see how the market flew from that floor? That's the weekly floor. That's the weekly floor. It flew from the weekly floor. Doji candle presented itself. Closed up under the doji. Closed back above the doji, you see? And now she's above the doji, playing on top and just moving sideways. So anybody that is trading in here, you're literally taking a 50-50 chance to just lose your ass or win. And you're not winning much. You're getting like 80 pips, 60 pips, and then she's dropping back down. If you don't take your money, you're getting clipped out. If you don't take your money when you should take your money, you're getting clipped out anywhere up in here. But let's go with the daily candle. Look at the daily candle. The daily candle shows you right now, it has 9 hours and 43 minutes and 32 seconds left. And that is the candle. Can somebody please tell me what that candle is? Can somebody please tell me what that candle is? Because we can go find that candle. There we go, Claudia. There we go, Claudia. There we go. There was that Hood Flicks. There we go. Caroline. There we go. That is a hammer. Hammer time. Put a 1 in the chat if you know how to trade off a hammer. Put a 2 in the chat if you would like to learn how to trade off a hammer. Let's go. So we're gonna get excited. I like to engage. I like to get engaged. Put a 1 in the chat if you know how to trade off a hammer candle. Put a 2 in the chat if you would like to learn how to trade off a hammer candle. What up, brethren? 1.5s? I see the 1.5s, but I see a whole bunch of 2s. I see a whole bunch of 2s. So let's get into the education. Let's get into the education. This is one of my most favorite apps right here. Boom, the JCP app. The JCP app gives you all of your bullish momentum candles and all of your bearish momentum candles. So if we just saw this hammer right here on our daily chart, right there. Let's move it over so you guys can see it clear as day. That is a hammer. presently right now at the price of gold, $4,939 an ounce. Understand what I just said. The price of gold is right now $4,939 an ounce, and what it looks like as a pattern, as a graph, as a candle. It is literally a hammer. What is a hammer if you do not know? A hammer right there. Look, let me zoom in so you can see. It's bullish. Boom. That is a hammer. So let's go dive into it. First thing first, you must know that it does not matter if it's a green hammer or a red hammer. It does not matter. What matter is these wicks right here and the price it pulled up from right here. Put some 8s in the chat if you understood what I just said. It does not matter if it is a green one or a red one. Right now, we have a current red hammer on the daily. What matter is the bottom of these little sticks right here, which is called the shadow, which is called your wicks, because that shows you whatever the price is right here, there's major rejection there. So if there's buyers, if the market is going down, there's a lot of buyers right here in this area. So watch how you recognize the hammer, watch how you literally understand the psychology of the hammer, and watch how you actually trade the hammer. Watch this. Here it is. The hammer will present itself in a downtrend. There must be a preceding downtrend. It looks like a square lollipop with a long stick. Put some 8s in the chat if you're learning right now. The closing price is above or near the opening price, forming a tiny body. This is the body, the lollipop. I want you guys to understand that. The real body could be green or red, meaning it could be buyers or sellers. It does not matter. It has no or little upper shadow, no wicks at the top. What is this on my little thing? There we go. There it is. Now watch this. The lower shadow is at least twice the length of the real body. And that's the important part. So watch this. Let's get back over here. You see? Put some 8s in the chat if you can see it. Because it's important for you to understand how to see it. You understand that? Because when I get on here and I go, yo, I just did the high on the week and the low on the week. And now I'm finna go and see what my daily is. And my daily candle, the minute I look at the daily, I don't have to look at nothing. I go, yo, I see a hammer. So if I see a hammer, that immediately lets me know that I have a daily floor, because now I have a floor where it bounced from. So that gives me acknowledge like, yo, buyers have came in and pushed these sellers all the way up into a hammer position. So they're looking to take over. And this is a daily move. This is the psychology. So watch the psychology. Watch the psychology. Here it is. Watch this. What did it say? You must see it in a downtrend. Look, it already went down. Now it's sitting like over here in that little downtrend because these are dailies. These are daily candles. There it is right there. Look at it. Boom. Let's go get it. Let's go get the education. That's how you recognize it. Here's the psychology. Similar to the Dragonfly Doji, look at that. When the market opens, the bears continually to drag the price down during the actual recession, which result into the longer lower shadow. You see this? It's like this. Sellers will push this candle all the way down here. And then buyers will come in and push it all the way back up like this. Same right here. Now watch this. The buyers is what I just explained to you. Let me get that little thing. There it is. The bulls fight strongly and conquer the bears by pushing the price above or near the opening level, forming a little square body. And there's that square body right there. Now watch this. The longer the lower shadow, the more effective the bullish signal. So what that means, the bigger the lower shadow, the bigger the actual momentum is happening. So y'all remember that weekly, right? Let's go back to the weekly so you can understand now. Watch that weekly candle again. Watch this. Weekly. Bye, y'all. You see what I'm telling y'all right now? Look at these wicks. Look at these wicks. So that means whatever price action is right here, there's a whole bunch of buyers right there. There was a whole bunch of sellers right there. And now price is stuck in the middle because the amount of sellers that are here and the amount of buyers are right here. And I break the level right here. Ooh. Do you understand the psychology? So if I'm like, yo, if I want to day trade gold today, I'm going, yo, gold is stuck between the weekly high and weekly low. The daily is showing you bullish momentum because it's literally showing you a hammer candle with like a few hours left into the daily candle. So if I'm going to my daily, as we were on my daily, let me show y'all. Here's the psychology. Now my daily is showing me a hammer. These are my weekly projections. So my daily floor is at the bottom of the hammer, right there. Boom. That's my daily. Bang, bang. Daily floor. That's support. So I know now I can go back and start trying to look how many times did the daily bounce from here? Was there some rejection? Did it flow through? Like this, because this is a new area. We're still in like all-time high areas. There's not a lot of data here. You see, you don't have a lot of data. So you're going by what has recently happened. So I know if I go 2 days ago, it literally bounced right up in here. I received 3 days ago, it came right here and it didn't break through and pull back up. And now she came back down, she bounced up again. So that lets me know 4,861, that's the daily floor. What would be my daily roof? What would be my daily roof, beautiful people? Do I trust yesterday's high? Do I trust yesterday's high right here? Do I trust this? Do I trust this? Do I trust this? How far do I go back in the day? Put some eights in the chat if you start understanding what I'm asking, because this is where most of you guys get confused. I go, listen, when it's this tight and you're at an all-time high, just don't look for the sell position because you have buyers proven that are trying to take over. So now you have to do what? You have to wait for confirmation. So where's the confirmation? I go, yo, I'm just going to literally trap 2 days. I'm going to go here and here because this shows me where the market was up, and the last time the next candle opened up, it dropped here. So I'm going to put my daily line, my daily roof right here. Boom. On that candle right there. You understand that? Because from here to here, that is a big drop from opening. You understand that? That is a big drop. So I'm going to leave that right there. That's 5,047. That's 5,047. So that's my daily roof. Let's go get her. Boom. Let me turn that camera around. Y'all put some ones in the chat if you are following me and light bulbs are coming on by recognizing a hammer candle on the day and understanding we just trapped a weekly high, the weekly low, and now we just got our daily high and our daily low. And as a day trader, you always want to know what your daily high and your daily lows are. This is something you want to teach your kids. Listen, you must always understand what's the highest price of gold on the day and the lowest price of gold on the day. So if you start trying to buy today, you need to know where you're going to be buying at because you're going to be buying on that 4 hour. You understand what I'm just telling y'all? Because what I just showed you right here will produce a gap on a 4 hour chart, which will literally show you where liquidity is at. Watch what I tell you. No, did they cut the sound off? Did they cut the sound off? Did they cut the sound off? How long was I off? These motherfuckers, I swear for God. The feds be watching. How long was that? What's the last thing y'all heard? I probably looking like a Japanese movie. Damn, it was that long. You know how 30 seconds on a live stream? That's fucking that's that. You know how much a 30-second fucking clip in the Super Bowl commercial would cost? 2 minutes, y'all didn't hear me? What the fuck, man? They tripping. They tripping. They tripping, bro. I just gave y'all some valuable information that I don't feel like repeating. Ah. All right, y'all. We on the 4 hour. Fuck them. We on the 4 hour. They done pissed me off. I'm like, do you know how high I am this morning, algorithm? Do you understand how high I am to be sitting here in the dark in Denver, Colorado, teaching on my phone to people all the way around the world? You know how high I am? I got to be here to teach candlesticks. Y'all better get y'all shit together. Now, what I was saying was, what I had said was, if I'm going to be on the day, boom, and I create my daily floor, now I created my daily roof. I told you guys, I went back 2 days, the simple fact because that green candle pushed all the way up and then just dropped from nowhere right here at 5,047. So that would be my daily roof. I would go, yo, if she pushing like this, it looked like she trying to go up there and visit that little gap up there. You see? So I go to my 4 hour and I figure out where that gap is at. Boom. You see? There's a gap right there. And there is a bigger gap right there. You see that? Y'all see that, beautiful people? So that lets me know that gold can do two things. She can literally retrace back down to where she came from because this is where she's at. This is where she's at. So she could either come right back down to double bottom, fill this gap, grab more buyers here, and shoot back up. If we got big news today, you have an EMA 200 right here, which acts like a magnet. I remember somebody asked me, could I explain the EMA 200 and the EMA 9? I think because there's 3 minutes left in class, put some fire in the chat if you would like me to break down a quick 5-10 minute loop out of this next 30 minutes of class, what the EMA 9 and the EMA 200 is. And I'll basically break it down to you, show you on the 1 minute, and then we'll come back to these analysis. Because once I finish my analysis, the last 15 minutes of class, on US30, we're gonna do the exact same thing on NASDAQ. We're gonna do the exact same thing on actual silver, Bitcoin. Like we're gonna do them all because they're not gonna take long to do them. I'm just teaching you for 30, 45 minutes, and then I'll just go find the trades, and then we'll fish, we'll eat. So watch this. Let's go to the 1 minute. Let's see where they at. Boom. Okay, here we go. EMA 9, purple line. EMA 9, exponential moving average, meaning every 9 little candle, it shows you that if the candles touch this purple line and they're on top, it has the tendency to push it up. So I say it's like a trampoline. So here it is. Watch it. It's been doing it for minutes. All these minutes, it's just bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. Put some 8s in the chat if you see the bounce. Look at the bounce right there. That is a trampoline. Watch it. Bink, bink, bink. You see it? That is a trampoline. Put some fire in the chat if you understand what an EMA 9 is right now. See how quick I showed you? Nobody's going to show you that quick. Put some 9 in the chat. Put some 8s in the chat if you understand what an EMA 9 is. EMA 9 acts as a trampoline. So when you start scalping and you see this purple line on a 4 hour or 1 hour, it is beautiful to scalp off of that because that gives you pips. It gives you pips. Watch it. Watch it. Boom. Stop playing with me, gang. Stop playing with me. So you could scalp from the EMA 9. That is a strategy. That is a strategy. Put some fire in the chat. If you like trading off of indicators, here she goes again. Now you see how she brushed through her? You see how she went through her? So imagine how many times you would take in that trade and won that trade. And if you would have bought again, this would be the only trade you would have lost. You see? Now watch how she goes through, because now you can understand what this is. This is the EMA 200, and the EMA 200 acts as a magnet. And what I mean by magnet, it likes to pull the market down to it, and then you'll hear me start saying slingshot. It likes to bring the market all the way down here, and then boom, sling her back up. So when you see these two close to each other, the EMA 9 and the EMA 200, that lets me know that the market would like to go up, but in order to go up, it need more buyers. And the only way to get more buyers in a market that is a financial market, you have to lower your price. You see, this is the price. Your price action must come down, and then people start investing, and then the market goes back up. So watch the other side of the EMA 9. Now the candle closed under it. So if the candles are now under it, what do you think is going to happen when this little candle starts pushing back up into the EMA? What do you think is going to happen? Watch it. If it's on top, it pushes up. If it's on the bottom, what do you think it's going to do? Type it in the chat. Watch it. Watch it live. Watch it live. Watch it live. And you'll start seeing the little wick right up in here. Right up in there. You'll start seeing that purple line start pushing her down. Watch her. You got 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Watch it. Push, push. Push, push. You see how she's right there? Watch that purple line. See how they're fighting right now? You see how it's fighting right now? Watch the wick. Watch the wick. Now imagine, she sometimes likes to pull through because she has to come back and revisit this little price action right here. So this is the reason why you don't really trade on the 1 minute. So you see how she just flows through? She would have to close over here. She would have to close over here. And you have 25 seconds because this is trying to pull it down, and buyers are like, yo, this is good enough for me. I'll come back in right here. And guess what happens right up in here? Watch the wick. Watch the wick. Unless she's finna blast off right now. There she goes. There's your sellers. Your sellers are literally sitting right here. Look. Sellers are literally sitting right here, and that's what produced that wick. Now she'll come back down, try to bounce it, and she'll fight that EMA 9 again. And now she's on the other side, so you'll see the reverse. That's your EMA 9. So the reason why I show you like this, because if you can start understanding what she's doing on the 1 minute just by watching, you don't trade here. Let me repeat, you do not trade there. If you want to look at your indicator and understand what is the act and the personality of that indicator to help you enter into a trade, you go and understand the movement of it. And then when candles are sitting on it, it has the tendency to push it up. When candles on the bottom of it, it has the tendency to push it down. Now, what gives me even more confluence is I know I have a hammer candle on the day. So I know the market is literally trying to go up. So when you go to those lower time frames, you're going to see sellers, like right now, you're going to see the sellers consistently coming in because they're there. You understand that? Sellers were there and buyers took over. So now you're going to start seeing it. Look at this. Now you're going to start seeing it break levels. It's going to start breaking levels. You see this little structure area right now? It's going to break through this area like this, you see? It's going to go bing like this, and then the next candle come in. And now you're going to start trickling down here. And that's that pool. That is that pool. And you'll see it do something like this. Boop. Like come here and then yank back up. Watch it. Watch it, beautiful people. We got about 3 more minutes. We got about 3 more minutes to just kind of like look at it. And then if we don't get the 200, we'll find the 200 on that 4-hour chart. We're going to find that 200 on that 4-hour chart. Check it out. Check it out. Because I told you I was going to spend 10 minutes on it. Here it is right here. Watch the push down. I want you guys to see the push down because I believe she's going to start going down. Watch the push down. Because she is trying to break this area right here. You see? Buyers are sitting here. So this candle needs to close up under this area, and it needs the EMA 9 to do so. Watch this. I want you to see how it starts pushing it. I want you to see how it starts pushing it. And this gives you the confidence. Watch that purple line. Watch how it moves. Watch when the candle moves, it moves. Buyers start coming in. It'll start pointing up like a little snake head. Now buyers, see right here, look at it. You see it? You see it? Watch how it push. Watch how I try to push the buyers back down. I want you guys to see it. See the purple line? Boom. You see how they blast through? They just blast through it. But guess what? The sellers are sitting consistently. The sellers. So now she's back on top and boom, back down. So this shows me, you see this movement? You see how she's not doing anything? I just showed y'all like 10 minutes. Her just going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And why? Because on the weekly, she's consolidating for 2 weeks straight. Y'all understand what I just showed y'all? Put some fire in the chat if you understand what I just showed you in these little 9 minutes. I'm trying to show you and explain to you the purpose of an EMA 9 and how she bounces from it like a trampoline. And then she's bouncing back and forth. She's going under it, she's going on top of it. She's going under it, she's going on top of it. And this goes back to our original analysis as a position trader. If you take the weekly high and the weekly low and see where the price is at, she's sitting in the middle the last 2 weeks. Therefore, she has not made a decision to go up or go down. So if you're going to get into gold, you must understand that it has to be a really quick move. Because if it's not a quick move, you're going to get caught up in that up and down. Put some 8s in the chat. So I go, yo, trading gold is not a really good trade. You see? And the only way it's a good trade if I trade from zone to zone. Now let's go back into the charts because as you see, she dropping. She dropping. She needs to close down here to come down here to 4,928. Watch it. So let's get back to business. The 4 hour. Boom. Here's the 4 hour. Let's get it back started. Boom. Let's get you out of here. Bye out. So now I know that the EMA 9 is right there. EMA 200 is right here. My daily floor is right here. And if I look to the side, I don't see a lot of action but until right here. So I go, yo, if I come down to here, which is probably where I would normally put my stop loss, let me take my daily floor and put it where my normal stop loss would be. And that buy should line up with the EMA 200. Now watch this. Boom. That's the safer buy. You understand that? That's the ultimate big buy up right here. 4,824 to 4,827. Like that. Boom. That's your buy. That's your buy. And you can say, because I understand that the EMA 9 acts as a trampoline, it could push up here, go up and down, all up in here, because this is where she's at right now on the 4 hour chart. Come here, start getting pressed down because that's what it's been doing. Look, that's exactly what it's been doing. It could come all the way down here because it breaks this little level, hits your 200, bang, and bounce up out of here. And that's a really good trade. And people say, yo, it's so far. Bro, you see these big ass candles? Have you not seen these big ass candles? Have you not realized in 2026 we're living and witnessing the year of the horse? Gold is moving like an indice. Indices is moving like cryptos. Cryptos is moving like crypto. I'm telling you, we see $4,824 to $4,827 an ounce. You press the buy button on gold, and I guarantee you that she gonna fly. Why she gonna fly? Let me show you why. Because it's the biggest gap on the 4 hour. There's so much liquidity there. Watch this. Let me remove these out of the way so you can see it. You see that gap? Y'all see that gap? Last time she came right here, she blasted off, left a gap. That's a one-legged monster. So the minute she comes and do this, boom, right there. Hits right up in there. Look, right there where she dropped. And that's probably a trend line rejection right there. Boom, come all the way down here Hit this 200, pull, bang. You can go look at that on a line chart, and I guarantee you that shit'll line up. Watch this. Boom. There she goes. Look. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. It's 5:43. Let's go make some money. Let's go find money. Let's go find money. Daily floor on a 4 hour, 4,824 to 4,827. That's the play. That shit's fire. That shit is really fire. Now let's go find some more. Let's go find some money. Let's go find some money. Where's NASDAQ? NASDAQ. Let's delete. We started our weekly. Let me move the thing back so y'all can see. Weekly chart. Boom. What do we see? What do we see? Bang. Bang. Right there. Easy. Weekly high. Bang. Yellow. Weekly low. Bang. Question. Is the market closer to the weekly low or the weekly high? Type it in the chat. Type it in the chat. Is the market closer to the weekly floor or the weekly roof? The floor, right? So if I'm looking at the weekly floor on NASDAQ, I'm going, yo, NASDAQ looks like it's trying to go visit the weekly floor to find more buyers. Because it's also in the consolidation pattern as well. You see that? Let me let y'all see that from a blimp view. Deuces. Y'all see that? It's in a channel right there. That's a sideways channel right there. So I go, bro, there's the gap on the weekly. That's a weekly position. 24,176. You can buy there. 24,176 to 24,146 will be a huge buy area on NASDAQ. Like right here, this area right there. You cannot deny that. You cannot deny that area right there. Why? Because that is a decision area. That means the market last time it came here, it made a decision to go up. You understand what I'm telling you? Come on. Last time it came here, it made a decision to go up. Last time it came here, it made a decision to go down. Here, decision, back up. Right here, look, this is what the market has been doing. This is NASDAQ. Boom. Give it to me. Buy out, buy out, buy out, buy out, buy out. Roof. Hits the roof again. That is the second time. Boom. Hits the floor. That is the third time. Bang. Right here. Boom. Now she's here. Where is she going? To the fourth time to hit the floor. Your confirmation. You need how many times to confirm an area before you want to jump in? Type it in the chat. How many times does an area need to touch before you want to get in? Beautiful people, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. 3, 1, 2, 3. There she go. There she go. There she blows. It's like Moby Dick. There she blows. There she blows. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? Oh, here he goes. Y'all see that? That's a position play. That's 3 times on a weekly, and she going towards the weekly right now. That you can find a weekly position and ride that thing all the way up. You're the horse. You're the horse. It's worth the risk. 24,176 to 24,146. It's worth the risk. Now, type some ones in the chat if everybody got that pattern. Everybody got that number. 24,176 to 24,146. It's worth the risk. Type it in the chat. Type it in the chat. Because I'm going to delete all of this, and then we're just going to mark her up. All right? Let's go. Boom. Now we venture to the day because people don't have the patience to wait for the weekly. Look at this. Look at the day. See the 200 right there? Look at the daily on the 200. You see that? So that lets me know if that's close. If the weekly floor is close to a 200, I'm going, that's that little drawdown. That's your little drawdown that can happen because of the daily on that weekly. So be prepared, you see? So you don't over leverage when you take a weekly play because you're going to be in it for a longer time to give you the actual, to give you what you're looking for because you're not going to touch it. Now imagine this. Here we go. Boom. Here's the daily. Where is the most dominant daily? Can I put it right here? I can't put it right there because it's too aggressive. If I say, yo, this is my daily floor, the market is right there. I normally buy from my daily floor. I'm not just going to press the buy button right here. Will it go up? Will it reject? Yeah, because 2 days ago, it reject from here. 2 days ago, reject. So if I go to a 15-minute chart, you're going to see some rejection. Watch this. And then this is where people get fooled at because they see this little rejection right here and they say, yo, I can buy right here. So y'all seeing that same area on the 15. So y'all start buying right there. But in reality, you have consecutive lower lows already. You have 2 consecutive lower lows. So you should only be looking for sales if you're on this smaller time frame. If you're on the higher time frame, you're looking for buys because you're literally trading the overall trend. Let me turn it around. You're literally trading the overall trend versus the current trend. Put some 8s in the chat if you understand what I said. Do both because of the slingshot going to go crazy. Oh, the slingshot is going to go crazy. Slingshot is going to go crazy. So here we go. Let's go. Let's go back to our daily. Let's go back to our daily. We killing this class. We killing this class. Look at that bundle on the day. You ain't trying to buy off of that right now. You're not trying to buy off of that. So I'm like, yo, I don't even need to see a daily floor right now. My daily floor will be my weekly floor because it's too close. And I wouldn't even be, I wouldn't even literally go boom here. And I go, yo, I might even change the 24,176 down to the actual 24,061. But because I like that big green candle right there, I keep her the same. I keep her the same. And that would be my entry. 24,176 to 24,146. And the reason why I don't buy right there, because that is a really, really bearish candle on a daily. So when I go to my 4-hour, my weekly is the gaps where I'm going to be trading in. You see? The weekly is the gaps that I'm going to be trading in. You see the gap? Put some fire in the chat if you see the gap. My daily roof would have been right here. Watch this. Let me turn it orange. Watch where it goes when I go back to the daily. Boom. Look. Ta-da. Come on. Boom. Right there. You see? Top of structure. That's top of structure. That's your daily roof right there. You see? You can't go right here and say, yo, yesterday, that ain't nothing. That's your last big rejection and right there. Boom. Go back to your 4-hour. 4-hour. Buy out. Downtrend. 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 That's where you buy. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where you buy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Each time. over 8,000 to 10,000 pips, 8,000, 10,000 pips, about 6,000, 7,000 pips. She come right here, bitch, give me at least 1,000, 2,000 pips. This is NASDAQ. This is NASDAQ. This is NASDAQ. Y'all got that? Let's go to Dirty 30. Let's go to Dirty 30. We got 7 minutes left in class. Now we skate now. We skate now. Boom. We skating. Go to the weekly. Boom, boom. Square out. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that uptrend on the weekly. Look at that uptrend on the weekly, y'all. That is the Dow. Look at the uptrend on the weekly. So we go to the last 2 weeks. Boom. I'm going right here. Last time she took off. Bye, y'all. Weekly. Last time she dropped. Boom. Weekly floor. Daily. Boom. Gap. Gap on the day. You have a gap on the day down here. But because this is the Dow, you know she's dropping. She already hit 50,000, so she retracing from the 50,000. So I go, yo, if I see big retracement, she probably going where she took off from. I go where she took off from. Boom. You see? That gives me like somewhere up here. So she already broke past that. So that lets me know that I should only be looking for solid sales at the 49,689 area. So it's literally telling me, watch this. On the daily chart, I should be looking for sales right here. Now, if I go to my 4 hour, that red line should literally match up with the actual zone to zone, the overbought market to the oversold market, because that doji candle will be your daily floor, because it's simple fact that is a nice rejection. You see? So that is your daily floor right here. Buyout on US30. Watch this. Watch how these gaps line up. And that's where you will sell from. 4 hour at that red line. Watch it. Stop playing with me. You can buy up from here. 49,089 to let's go 89. Give me 89. Bow. Let's go. Let's go 114, 119. We're going to go 119 if we can get it. There she goes, 119. You can buy here. Check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got areas. Safe buy right there. 49,089 to 49,000. Let me show it to you so you can get it. 49,119. Where would you sell from? 49,741 to 49,711. 741 to 711. Put some fire in the chat if you understand. That is saying that the market that wants to come here, it has to come up here. Boom. Back like that. Double bottom out. Make the decision. Retest. Finish out. If you want to check it, buy line chart. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Line chart. Line chart doesn't lie. Line chart doesn't lie. Look at this. The market did like this. Drop. Bounce. Drop. 2 times. Same area. Bounce. Boom. Bounce at the 200. See that magnet of the 200? The 200 slingshot all the way up here. Buyout. Now she's back down here. At the 200. If she slingshot from the 200 here, slingshot from the 200 there, slingshot from the 200 there, what you gonna think she gonna do for the 200 when she gets right here? Look at that. What do you think she gonna do? Because by the time the market is right here, by the time the market do all the way up here and come back down here, That 200 gonna be sitting like right over in here. And she gonna come like that, bam, blast off. She gonna come like that and blast off. 49,119, 49,089 is your buy zone on US 30. Sell zone on US 30. Come on. 49,741 to 49,711. That's your sell zone right there. Now, last 2 minutes of class. Last 2 minutes, guys. Understand what I just told y'all. Make sure you like the video, share the video. Make sure you could comment on the video. Because what I just taught y'all today is how to recognize when you first get onto a chart, start finding really good setups. Because we're dealing with a lot of volatility in the market, there's no need to rush into the market. Learn how to watch the market, learn how to set the market up, and wait for your zones, because you see what you see, and now you have to believe in what you see and have the patience to see it through. And when you line all of that up, I'm telling you, you will never clock in again. You will never clock in again. Is this me telling you that you're going to buy a mansion and have Lambo money? Absolutely not. This is me telling you you can make $150 to $200 to your phone by 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and never have to worry about making money and doing it out the day and go spend time with your children. If $200 a day is what you've been working for fucking 15 years, 5 years, 6 years, for benefits that you don't ever use. Get out of here, talking about it's for my benefits. Motherfucker, you healthy. You're in the gym every day. Well, you never know. That's why you got to have your money up for your never know moments. That's why you have your money up for never know moments. You don't pay monthly for never know moments. It's just that simple. It's bad formula. But you guys got your zones. You have a US 30, you have a gold, you have a NASDAQ, like you have work. You have work. So now we're busy. This is me, Mr. Holistic, your #1 digital educator in North America. Y'all tap that screen. Show the like some love, like show the channel some love. You be subscribed. We're super close to 5,000 subscribers. I'm super excited about that because this is a new channel. My last YouTube channel got banned because I was on here day trading, and they told me I was on here gambling because the SEC, they are saying I was not in compliance with the SEC and the SEC and the FCC. And then they just realized I'm never going to be compliant. And then they just left me alone. So I love you guys. What was your US 30 buy? 50 push-ups. 50 push-ups. 49,119 to 49,089. US 30 sale. US 30 sale. If I'm not mistaken, 49,741. 49,711. Any other questions? What was gold? Man, goddamn, y'all weren't listening? Well, goddamn. Damn. Gold, we got a bigger zone, so it's 4,824 to 4,827. She's sitting at 4,929. So it's like a big movement from there. So I expect some big movement for that to happen. In open bail, you're going to get quicker trades where you're going to get probably 4,911, 4,908. You're going to get those areas. Those are riskier areas, but they're scalping areas. So they're like the trend line areas. So you'll be trading in that area and probably an open bail here in another few hours, like that, an hour or so. Me personally, I'm literally buying and looking for positions, looking for proper positions. That's it. Whatever presents itself, sell position presents, I'm selling. Go like a buying position presents, I'm buying. What was your JPY? I do JPYs tomorrow, bro. I got open bail tomorrow. I'm doing open bail tomorrow for Alex. I mean, not open bail, early bag. I'm doing early bag tomorrow. I got y'all early bags plays tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll do a whole bunch of currencies. I'll show you guys the currency game. My screen blurry? No way my screen blurry. My shit icy. My shit icy. You probably looking at that light, but my shit icy. My shit icy. My shit icy. I made sure because I got some greasy ass hands. I made sure my shit was clean. I got the OBG rag cleaning my shit. Look, I got the OBG rag cleaning my shit. Gang, 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 gang. So, yo, like I said, class is over. God bless you guys. Make the rest of your day the best of your day. I appreciate everybody showing up. We had almost 150 some people in class today, even though we almost got 100 some likes. We had 98, but I'll take it. Oh, we're in the mountains though. We're in the mountains, so it probably so, probably so, probably so. But I love you guys. Deuces. Yo, Patrice, can you send me a list of all of those zones? Look at me. I'm like the people in the chat. Patrice, can you send me my gold zone and my US30 zone and my NASDAQ zone? Can you tell me what I also said about the hammer when I first came into the class, please? That's how people be doing me out the class. Mr. H, I'm so sorry I was late for class, but can you tell me what you said when you first got on, and then in the middle what you said, and then what you were saying, the reason why you got on the 4 hour back to the 1 hour? I'd be like, God damn, bitch, God damn. I'd be like that. I'd have to mute myself. Then I get back on. Well, this is what I said, ma'am. Start at the beginning. Start over. Start over. Start over. I love you guys, man. Y'all take care. Deuces, beautiful people.